Hi, hello. Here is a mind map of our brainstorming. We were thinking about doing a chess game, and the core mechanic we will be involving territorial acquisition, spatial reasoning, chasing, or invading. For player interaction patterns, we were thinking about making whether a player versus player or it can be multilateral competition. And for the game objectives, we were thinking about involved capture, chase, race, alignment, rescue, and forbidden act. And for the game of strategic skill, we were thinking about involve mental skills, such as observation, memory, puzzle solving. And the virtual skills will be the character skills in our chess game. And we were thinking about the chance. Since it's a chess game, so the sum of will player make several decisions, the sum of multiple linear random selections, and there also the chance will be 0 to 1. Is whether happens in the space between 0 and 1. And in certain cases, and means multiply, and in certain cases, or means add. And Christopher will be introduce a description rule later. And for our theme elements, we were thinking about our characters may be fantasy or medieval, and we will be involved Canadian good Canadian geese like swimming in the water, walking on the water. And we also think about our physical elements will be a map or maybe even maps. We can have multiple players and objects is which are the characters we will design. And moreover, we'll prepare the printed instruction for our board game.
Let's look at the procedure first. We designed an expandable game frameworks other than a regular board game. Currently, we made two different game maps that will suit for 2 to 4 players. The game map for 2 player is 8 by 4 and the game map for 4 players is 9 by 11. Both game maps consist of different numbers of squares, but each side of the game always have 3 trap squares and 1 goal squares. There are the definition of objects. We have 4 different levels of pieces available in this game, and we call these leveled objects. Higher level objects were able to catch lower level objects. Some level of objects may have special abilities. For example, the third level objects are able to move into the water area, and the top level objects are able to jump over the water area. Here is the sample settings for the game before start. Each side will have 1 top level objects, 1 second level objects, 1 third level objects, and 2 lowest level objects. The game starts from the side that won the previous round or by other means. Here are some general rules applied to the game. Each square will contain only 1 object. Object should land in the square. The player on the turn can move only 1 object at any direction for 1 step. If a lower level object moves into the square that contains a higher level object, the higher level object may catch the lower level object no matter whose turn it is. Also, if a higher level object moves into the square that's occupied by your lower level object, the lower level object will be catched by the higher level objects. But here are some special rules that apply to the top level and the lowest level objects. If a lowest level object moves into a square that's occupied by a top level object, the lowest level object may catch the top level object. However, if a top-level object moves into the square that occupied by a lowest level object, the lowest level object will be catched by the top-level object.